the transfer market is heating up, people. It's heating up. We have got so many stories to go through today, and here is the highlights for you that we're going to go through today. We have got Manchester United. Man United have officially signed Brian Abumo. Here we go is here. The contract's been signed, and he's been given a 19 shirt. So what is next for Manchester United? Apparently, we're looking for a striker, and that striker could be Chelsea's Nicolas Jackson. Or is it another striker that is on the market that Man United be going for? Chelsea have not stopped in their pursuit of new players. They have signed likes of João Pedro, Gittins, and Delap in this window, but they are now also looking at Morgan Rogers as one of their next targets and one of their next signings for Chelsea Football Club. Liverpool obviously have signed Ekitike, the Here We Go, coming out earlier today. But is there some sales that are crucial to Liverpool's transfer window? Is there some sales that are crucial to Liverpool's squad build with Luis Diaz and Darwin Nunez looking to be sold? And the massive story that happened today, is there a slight chance of Arsenal losing out on Gyokeres? All of that is to come and more on the Football Terrace. This is the Done Deal Show. Let's go. Yes, people. Welcome back to the Football Terrace. It is me, it's KJ, and we are here with the Done Deal Show on this fine Sunday evening. I hope everyone is doing well. I know I'm doing good. I have had a wonderful day this day already, and I'm here to spend the next hour with you guys or so talking about transfers, because the transfer window, it's going crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. People are getting sold. People are getting signed. Teams are finally making moves. Preseason has kicked off as well. So teams are losing games, winning games, drawing games. Fans are losing their mind about how the team is playing. Oh, this is the part of the window that excites me the most, because you can sign a player, and instead of waiting weeks and weeks to see them do something for your club, they can essentially come in during preseason and at least give us a little bit of a preview of what they're going to be doing in the season. So I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone's having a good time, guys. In the chat, let me know where you're watching from so I can big up your where you are. If you're in the UK, if you're in America, the Caribbean, Africa, Asia. Is it Oceania? I think it's how you pronounce it. Basically, down where Australia and New Zealand and them and they are. If you guys are there, let us know. Let me know where you're watching from, guys. Guys, let me know, please. I'm here for the next hour or so. So please let me know where you're watching so I can shout you guys out. Guys, remember to subscribe to the Football Terrace and like the video, like the stream, and you know what to do. Go share it out to everyone who's not watching right now, because they need to be here having a good time on a Sunday evening talking transfers with me. You know what I'm saying? We got some places here, you know. We got a man like Anthony. He's saying he's watching in the UK. FC, that's where I am, man. I'm at. We got Brighton. We've got Malaysia. I swear that's what we were. That's where we were when we lost to the Malaysian All Stars in preseason. We got New Jersey. We got Minnesota. Here's an interesting place. Sudbury, Suffolk, UK. I've never heard of Sudbury, but big up to you, Chris, representing your area from the UK. Hey, we got obviously Beijing Guna from Barbados. Yo, shout out Beijing, all my Beijings out there. You guys are wonderful people. They're watching from Dubai, France, India. This is why I love the Football Terrace. We got Brazil. Hey, Shanti traveled to Fiji. All right, I need to go there one day. My sister's been there. She said it was beautiful. I need to go there one day because it looks absolutely amazing. We got Trinidad. Yes. Big up my Trinidadians as well. Listen. Oh, okay. Listen, people, listen. Where is Terry? The people ask, where is Terry? Terry is celebrating his dad's birthday. So he's out with a meal with the family. So he's enjoying some Sunday time with the family. So don't worry, he will be back. Maybe leaving later tonight for another stream. So yeah, Terry is okay. You guys will be with me for the next hour or so because we got to get some stories out. We got to talk about some stories. Someone asked me, yeah, DK asking me, will you take Jackson whether you like it or not? I would take Jackson whether you like it or not. Hey, listen. Don't say that. Don't say that because I have an opinion on that Jackson news, and I will give it to you guys. So you know what? Let's get into it. Oh, shout out to this is my family's country and my wife's country, Jamaica. Shout out to Jamaica as well. And hey, Toronto, Canada. Hey, one of my favorite places on the planet. I've been there quite a few times and I absolutely love it. So yeah, big up to my Canadians as well. And how am I doing? I'm doing good, Junior. I'm doing good. We're gonna have to get into the news right now. Let's get into the news right now, people. Let's flipping do this. All right, cool. So the first news story we're going to start off with, we're going to start with Manchester United because we have finally signed a player. You know what I'm saying? We signed Brian Mbeumo, 65 million plus 6 or 5, whatever. The add-ons keep changing. But let's go with David Ornstein, 65 plus 6 for Brian Mbeumo. He's been there today, completed his medical, he signed his contract. He's got the number 19 shirt. He looks like he's ready to go. We're just waiting for the official announcement from Manchester United with the pictures and everything and the statement. Hopefully that comes out today or tomorrow. So we've got that. Finally, I'm happy. But we need more, people. We need more. Manchester United, obviously, we finished 15th. We've not had a good, did not have a good season whatsoever. We've signed Mbeumo now. We've signed Cunha. We need some extra firepower up front. And apparently, we are now aiming for a striker, which is obviously a very massive position for Man United to fill. We've had Højlund, we've had Xerxes, lacking in goals, lacking in confidence. So we need to bring someone in to fill that role. And the links to Jackson just won't go away. They just won't go away. I remember Florian Plettenberg a few weeks ago, he mentioned Man United and Jackson and him being on shortlist. And since then, she's just been lingering around. And today we've had Nazir Kansila say this. He says, Manchester United have held talks with Nicolas Jackson's representative, Ali Barat, over a potential move. A lot needs to happen in terms of outgoings for United, but one that could happen in the right circumstances. Worth noting that Chelsea have long-term interest in Alejandro Garnacho. So there's a report there again stating that Manchester United are in contact with Nicolas Jackson and his people. They have him on his shortlist, and he is a potential target for Man United for the striker position. Now, before we go into the finer details of that report there of that tweet, I'm just going to talk about Nicolas Jackson. Okay, I'm just going to talk about Nicolas Jackson. Nicolas Jackson, for me, okay, so he is a decent player. He is a good player. I'm not going to call him rubbish like many people do or crap or whatever. I think he's a good player. For Chelsea, he came in as a young player from Villarreal, who's been playing in Spain, and he was predominantly playing as a winger out there, playing as a striker as well. But he was played out on the wings a lot over there as well. So he's come over. He's played striker for Man United, for Chelsea, and he's done okay. He's got a decent goal return for a striker of 2 seasons. I mean, his first season was all right. I think he got around 10 to 15 goals in the Premier League in his first season. Obviously, last season wasn't great because it didn't hit the same heights. He didn't kick on, but he's had an okay time at Chelsea. I know he's good at hold up play. Okay, I know he's good at hold up play. I like his hold up play. I like the fact that he can dribble, he can drive at players. He's got pace, he's got speed, he's got power. You know, so he's got the things that we need at Man United as in the striker role. We need that. Someone can hold up the ball, you can turn, you can drive at defenders. We need that. However, his biggest issue is his finishing. His finishing is horrendous. all the easiest chances you can find for a striker to have to score, he will find a way to make it look difficult. He'll find a way to not strike the ball properly, and that is a big concern of mine, because at Manchester United we've had Rasmus Højlund, we've had Joshua Zirkzee, we've had them failing to hit the net multiple times, going on long periods of a goal drought, having confidence issues due to the weight of Manchester United and the need for our strikers to score goals. So that's what we've been dealing with, and for us to try and find a solution for that, and trying to find a solution in Nicolas Jackson, who outside of scoring goals is okay, but like when it comes to the main thing that we need, which is a goal scorer, he's just not that guy, unfortunately. And that's where my concern is. My concern is in his striking of the ball, his finishing. And Steve here also mentions his decision making. His decision making isn't that great either. There's times where he will shoot when he needs to pass. He will pass when he needs to shoot. His execution of some things is very inconsistent. I've seen him break down attacks, which ain't what we need right now. We brought in Cunha and we brought in Mbeumo, two of the best attackers in the Premier League from last season. And to top that with Jackson would be very underwhelming for me personally. And another thing is, and this is more to do with the mental side of it, he has been getting reds in the last few weeks of the season. He got a red card in the Club World Cup. He got a red card against Newcastle. And there were stupid reds that didn't need to be done. And he's there doing that. And has he got the mentality right now as a younger player in his early 20s? Has he got the mentality to withstand the pressure of Manchester United? Because this club will eat you up, man. This club will eat you up. Okay, we've seen it already. Like Rasmus Højlund, he came in. He's a Manchester United fan. This is his dream move, and he's come and he's crumbled. He's absolutely crumbled with the pressure, and I am worried about Nicolas Jackson and that pressure. What would that lead him to do? I don't know if this is the environment that he needs to improve, because our guy Ronan, he said that Nico Jackson is talented. Maybe Ruben can unlock him, and maybe he can. Maybe he just needs a place where he can just be number one, and he can just develop. Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe that's what at Man United. Listen, you will be number one at Manchester United if you come in as a new striker. That is for sure. Because Rasmus Højlund, I don't see him getting the game time as much as he did last year. I don't see him being the main number 9, and he could possibly still be sold with the likes of AC Milan looking at him, and I think that'd be a good move for him. But Nicolas Jackson, is that the move we need to be doing? No, I personally do not think about that as the move to do. It's bad when KJ likes Jackson. you mean likes or dislikes? Because I don't like Jackson in terms of an overall package as a striker. I think he's got good qualities, but I don't want him as my number 9. That is for sure. But there's something interesting in the tweet that Nizar Kinsella put out, and it mentions a lot needs to happen for Man United for this one to happen in terms of outgoings. But there's one outgoing that could be the right circumstances, which is Alejandro Garnacho. So could we see Alejandro Garnacho and Jackson swap deal? And it wouldn't be a direct swap deal, I don't think. I think it would be more of Chelsea pay, I don't know, 50 million for Jackson, for Garnacho. Man United also pay 50 million for Jackson. So it'll be two separate deals, but it will be seen as we all know it's a swap. You know what I mean? We all know it's a swap. So that is a possibility. I'm not ruling that out, because we know that Garnacho, he wants to get out. He's been wanting to get out of Manchester United. Ruben Amorim is no longer wanting him. He's fed up with him. He wants him gone. The hierarchy agree with Amorim, so we want to go. So everyone wants Garnacho to leave and all parties. So I can see him leaving. And Chelsea has been a team that he's been wanting to go to. I think it's probably his favorite team to go to right now if he was to pick a team. from the Premier League. So I can see the swap deal happening. The percentage of it happening though, I'm feeling a bit. I'm saying like 30%. I do not think this deal happens in the way that they're describing. I don't see a Nicolas Jackson Garnacho swap deal happening. I can see Garnacho going to Chelsea, but I don't know. I don't think Jackson's coming to Man United. And yes, you can say it's hopium. Yes, you can say all of that. I know. But I've got a feeling that of all the strikers we're looking at, Nicolas Jackson is further down the pecking order, in my opinion. I think someone like Ollie Watkins is higher on the list. I think someone like Mateta is higher on the list. Premier League proven, older, mature strikers who can handle the pressure potentially of Manchester United. I think right now his agent is doing his job. Nicolas Jackson's agent is doing his job. He's going in, talking to teams about his client and trying to get him to move away from Chelsea because he believes that he's slowly getting pushed out of the door with the signs of João Pedro and Delap. So I understand why we're linked. I understand why we're talking to him. I just don't think we would execute on our end personally. That's where I sit with that. People. But there is also another link for Manchester United. Because even though I don't believe Jackson is the guy, and I don't believe that Rasmus is the guy, and I do believe that we need a new striker, he's not the only link we've got, which is good, which is very, very good. And today, another link in here for you as well. Today, we have been linked to by Ben Jacobs and other sources as well, including Fabrizio Romano, that Manchester United are in for Benjamin Sesko. So let's take a look at the tweet here. It says Benjamin Sesko is back on Manchester United's radar as a number 9 option, as revealed last week. Approach made 12 months ago before Sesko decided to stay at Leipzig. Nicolas Jackson and Ollie Watkins are two other names discussed. Man United still shortlisting several targets. Finding a new striker is the next priority. So there you've got a reiteration of Man United's desire for the next move. That is the striker position. And Benjamin Sesko, hey, it's an interesting one because we all saw what happened earlier in the summer. Arsenal were gunning for Sesko. It was reported that Sesko was the number 1 priority, the one that Arteta really wanted, the player that was going to come in over Gyokeres. Arsenal were trying to do a deal with Leipzig, couldn't get a deal done. The price was too high. Arsenal said no, now then move on to Gyokeres. So Sesko is a name that will always be floated around, I think, for this summer, because I believe he's ready to leave. I believe that he wants to leave at some point this summer. And the Premier League is where he wants to go. And loads of Premier League clubs need strikers. And one that needs strikers is Manchester United. So Benjamin Sesko is an interesting link. He falls into the similar category as Nicolas Jackson, but I think he's slightly better as a striker. Maybe not all-round play, but as a striker, I think he's better. He's got the speed, he's got the ball carrying, he's got the finishing, the ball striking. The ball striking is crazy. It's crazy on Sesko. But he is still young. His conversion rate, again, isn't the greatest, isn't the highest. He has got... listen, people are very split on Sesko. They've got some issues with him technically. Is he technically good enough? Can he hold up the ball well enough? Can he pass the ball well enough? So there's issues there. And again, for me, the pressure of Manchester United of seeing players getting swallowed up in the last 12 years, is this going to be another case of the striker being swallowed up, of Sesko being swallowed by Manchester United? That is my only concern for Sesko. But if you're telling me Sesko or Rasmus, I'm picking Sesko. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me personally. That's what I'm sitting out with that one. But now the question is, do you pick Sesko or do you pick Jackson? People in the comments, let me know how you feel about that one. Because I'm personally working with Sesko. I am taking Sesko. I know Jackson's more Premier League proven. He's got the body of work in the Premier League already. For me, it's just the way that he strikes the ball. I can't have it. I can't go through another season where my striker can't hit a ball correctly and it doesn't go in. I need a striker who knows how to hit the ball with pace, power, and venom. That's what I need for my striker. I think that the other parts that Sesko's got can be developed. I think he's got the fundamentals to be a really good striker. Personally, I think I would go with Sesko, but I could be wrong. Jackson could be the better option, but out of the two, I'll go Sesko. Are both of them my first choice? Probably not. Probably not. As I said, I think Watkins and Mateta are two names that I would go for personally over those two. But we will see. We will see. Guys, let me know in the comments what you're thinking. We'll go to your comments right now before we move on to the next section. Alia says here the fundamentals isn't good for Sesko. I've heard that a lot. That is a debate that's going on. We will see. We will see. Sesko is not a Premier League player from Lucky. Yeah, listen, again, this isn't me saying Sesko is my number one. It's just more out Sesko and Jackson who you pick. I would pick Sesko. But maybe that's more of going with the unknown, and the idea of the unknown is better than the idea of what you know, right? The grass is always green on the other side kind of stuff, right? Twisted Baba here says ball striking but not on target. Yeah, that would be frustrating. That would be frustrating for sure. Let me see some more comments here. I saw some decent ones as well. KJ, do United have money? Okay, listen, we're not cash rich right now. We're not cash rich. We ain't got like money just to be like boom, here, another one. But we're working with something, you know, and obviously Rashford's going to Barcelona. It looks like Sancho is very close to going to Juve. We know that Betis want Anthony and they've been trying to get Anthony through the door. And where Garnacho goes, who knows? But I can see us getting at least 35, 40 million for Garnacho at least. So something can come in. I think something can come in, personally. So yeah, we haven't got a lot of money, but we've got enough to hopefully get one or two more players in the door to help us with the next season. 90 million euros is too much for someone who scored like 13 goals in the Bundesliga. That is true as well. Sesko's price is high. And I think if we were to do the Sesko deal, we would have to get it at a price that isn't that. You know what I mean? You have to come down way down. So maybe in the 60 million euro area. That's where I'm thinking we would probably go max for Sesko. Because if Jackson is quoted around 50 million, I can see Leipzig wanting that or more. So, yeah, if you get it around the 60 million euro mark, I could deal with that. Red Vision here says, can't lie, Jackson over Sesko. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. I'm not arguing with that. We got Sesko, Watkins, and then Mateta. Yeah, like that's a decent order. If that's an order, then that's a decent order. If that's just a general pickings you'd go for, I can agree with that. Man United's striker options ain't world class. I'm gonna say that now. It's just good. It's like decent to very good. That's where we're shopping right now because that's where we are as a club. That's who we can get. So that's what we need, man. That's what we need. We need something. We need something. Jackson, 75 million gets it done. Hell to the no, my brother. Hell to the no. I am not paying 75 million for Jackson. If Man United ever paid 75 million for Jackson, I think I might have to riot outside of Old Trafford. Just me one. Just myself. You know, I'll be there, the crazy guy with the poster, with the banner, saying no to Jackson for 75 million, because that is insane. CFC Seb says here, no, Chelsea Football Club, please not Garnacho and his brother. Please know we got rid of Nunez Madueke and his attitude. We don't need another player with a crappy attitude, or his brother with a crappy attitude as well. Hey, listen, Chelsea fans. Garnacho ain't got a bad attitude. He's just at Man United. We've made him like this. He's just moody because he's at a crap club. I guarantee you now, if he goes to Chelsea, his attitude would change 100%. He would be a model professional. His brother will shut up, and you will have one of the greatest Argentinian players to come to the Premier League of all time. 50 million for you, my brother. For you guys, just special deal, just for you, man. 50 million for Garnacho. 50 million for Garnacho. But guys, smash a comment in the comment chat. Smash the like button. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the Football Terrace and let me know how you're feeling today. Let's go to another super chat. And this is a perfect super chat to go off since we're talking about Chelsea. We want Rodgers, but I wouldn't mind Garnacho if that doesn't work. Being with Enzo Fernandez will get the best out of him. Our style of play suits him. That is true. Chelsea's style of play would probably suit Garnacho more. No, not even probably, does suit Garnacho more than Manchester United. But you know who would be better than Garnacho? You said it right there, my guy Ronan. You said Rodgers, and that is correct because Chelsea are in for Morgan Rodgers. They're in for Morgan Rodgers, and that would be an amazing signing. Now, let's dive into this Rodgers link to Chelsea. Let's see what they're saying here. So, from TBR Football, it says Chelsea are preparing to offer Aston Villa a player in exchange for Morgan Rodgers. Tosin Adarabioyo, Trevor Chalobah, and Benoit Badiashile could all be included, with Aston Villa also interested in Andre Santos and Nicolas Jackson. So, people, Chelsea signing Morgan Rodgers will complete the attack. It would complete the attack for Chelsea. Another versatile forward who can play multiple positions. He grew up playing on the left wing for Man City. He went to Middlesbrough. He started to play right wing. He started to play number 10. Came to Aston Villa in that number 10 role, just tearing it up in the Premier League. His ball carrying is amazing. His creativity is up there. And if Chelsea get this deal done, the attack is complete. You would have 2 players for like every position, and that would be grim. It would be disgusting. It would be, quote unquote, I want to quote the great Terry Flewers here, it would be scary from Chelsea. That deal would be insane. Now, it's not going to be an easy deal to do. We've seen Aston Villa quote numbers like 90 million pounds, not euros, pounds for Morgan Rodgers. So it's not going to be an easy deal to do. And I know Aston Villa need some players. They haven't really signed many people this summer. And I think that's down to PSR and certain things happening behind the scenes. But would it be worth them letting go of Morgan Rodgers for players in return like Trevor Chalobah, who I think is a good defender, but he's not wanted by Chelsea? Tosin Adarabioyo, another good defender, not wanted by Chelsea. Benoit Badiashile, who people really don't like at Chelsea for some reason. They don't want him to. Would you sign him? They tried it with Disasi. They already had Disasi on loan from Chelsea, and that's not worked out. It's not turned into a permanent deal. So why would you take any of those 3? However, they do want a striker. And would Jackson be the make weight that makes sense for Aston Villa? Because they haven't gone after Rashford after his loan from Man United. They obviously, Watkins' future's up in the air. Like, will he stay? Will he go? Jackson is, again, we just already spoke about him. Good on the ball, can dribble, can drive. He just can't finish as well. But he's a younger profile than than Watkins. So would it make sense? Would it make sense? Because if you say you keep Watkins and play him alongside Nicolas Jackson, would that work? Would that also be good for those players? Could you replace Morgan Rogers, who can play that shadow striker role, and put him with Nicolas Jackson? Would that help Aston Villa? It could do. I don't think it's the worst deal in the world to do if you have cash and Nicolas Jackson for Morgan Rogers. But I don't know. I don't know if Villa do that. Morgan Rogers has been sensational since he's been there. And how much cash would they lose on this deal if they accepted the player? I don't know. Also, I don't think Santos is going anywhere. Someone said it here as well. DJ says, big up KJ. Chalobah and Santos going nowhere, including tossing Jackson Badiashile. I see going. Felix could be the other throwing in a deal for Rodgers. That is true. I forgot about João Felix. I forgot about that. João Felix could be a decent make weight as well. Because we know Aston Villa have been interested in João Felix in the past. I think they tried to sign him from Chelsea last season in the January. I think just João Felix decided to go to AC Milan in the end. Yeah, so you got here Seb saying they still got interest in João Felix. Okay, so it depends. So hear me out, people. Hear me out. Chelsea. Say if you offered Nicolas Jackson and João Felix to Aston Villa for Rodgers, I think that's excellent. I think that'd be an excellent move. I think that deal suits everyone. Because Chelsea, they get rid of two players they don't want. Aston Villa fill positions that they need, which is in the attacking areas. You've got a backup striker in Jackson, and you've got a number 10 who can potentially replace Morgan Rogers. And then Morgan Rogers goes to the club that he probably wants to play for more, which is Chelsea. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Yo, people in the chat, tell me what you think of that. Tell me what you think of that. Morgan Rogers for Jackson and Felix. Your MVP is saying he would offer 15 million plus Jackson and Felix. Yeah, add some money in there too. Just a little bit of extra cash in there. See what happens. I think it'd be great. DK is all ears. Hey, listen. Hey, get me in that boardroom, man. Let me. Yo, I live like 10 minutes away from the Villa ground. Yeah. Yo, let me go chat to these man. Let me get commission. Yo, listen, give me commission, Chelsea. For that deal, I'll get that deal done for you, and you can give me money, and I have to get money to Man United to sign players because we need that, But Jackson and Felix with a bit of money for Rodgers, I reckon that would do it. Don't want either. Are you a Villa fan, my friend? Pona, are you dinner fan? Villa fan, sorry. Are you a Villa fan? Let me know, man. Let me know. 5 million commission. Hey, listen, Decay. I need more than that. I need at least 15 million, bro. Because anyone who gets that deal done needs either a knighthood or 15 million pounds. I don't want my 15 million. The knighthood can come at a later date. But 15 million people, that's what I would need to get that deal done for you guys. Listen, down the road, I can chat to them. Hey, 50, don't be. Hey, listen. You tell me where you're getting a club to sign both Nicolas Jackson and Felix in one go. Huh? Someone tell me which club would do that without my assistance. I deserve that 15 million. Chat, let Decay know that I deserve my 15. Just about I'm rich enough already. What do you mean? Bro, listen, people. Listen. I love you guys. And I love Terry. And I love the Terrace. But Terry needs to give me a raise, man. I ain't got enough money. Man. I need more. Yo, listen, people, when you next see Terry on stream, put into the chat, give KJ a raise. Hashtag give KJ a raise. Hashtag KJ deserves more money. Hashtag KJ glow up, man. I need more peas. Yes, here we go. To K, thank you. Hashtag rage KJ's wages. That's what we need, people. When you next see Terry, I want you guys to spam that. I deserve my pay raise. I've been here for 3 years. 3 years, people. I've been with you, wonderful people. And I think I need that. No, DK, don't do to me like that. No to this. No to downgrade KJ's wages. We don't need that. Yes, Mama Flossie, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. You know what I'm saying? Guys, let Terry know. Next time you see him on stream, which could be later today. I think we'll be later today. We'll be on around like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Let him know that KJ deserves a ways. Put that raise, KJ's ways hashtag in the chat. Yes, people. So that is the Chelsea, guys. Chelsea section. Morgan Rogers in a potential player plus cash deal to Chelsea. Let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of that in the chat. All right, so we've got some more swords to go through before we head out here. I hope you guys are doing well, though. I hope everyone's doing well. We've got like over 1,000 of you guys here on a Sunday evening, and I appreciate that. Hashtag KJ earns too much. Hashtag I don't earn enough. I don't earn enough. That's what it is. And you know what? We're going to move on. We're going to move on, and we're going to move to the club. The club who I think has done probably the best business in the window, and they have been absolutely smashing everyone this window. They have been showing them how it's done. Considering they didn't used to do this and they're doing this now. Listen, I respect what they're doing, and that is Liverpool. Liverpool are doing absolute bits right now in the transfer window. Today they have confirmed, when I say they have confirmed, I mean Fabrizio Romano and others have confirmed that he will go for Ekitike moving forward. He will be a Liverpool player. And that attitude that already do signings is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So, okay, listen, let's go through it. Liverpool have signed Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Kerkez, and now Ekitike. Like, that is for a team who've just won the league. That kind of investment, that kind of squad building is top level, man. I hate to say it. I hate that what I'm seeing. It makes me sick. But as a football fan, you just gotta respect the ambition that Liverpool are showing right now. And you know what's crazy? I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done. And the reason why I say that is because people mention it in the chat, and I'll get to in a second, who they will probably target next. But they have looked at their squad and say, who can we let go of? And there are two names that have come up, which if they sell, they could get money and then move differently straight after that. So let's go into these Liverpool sales. So we've got, first of all, we've got from Build that Bayern Munich have paused negotiations with Watermada to focus on Luis Diaz. The transfer fee is still pending negotiations, but Bayern are positive. Dries is at Drissen, and Ebel want to focus on negotiations with Liverpool and finalize soon. So we got Bayern Munich here making a move for Luis Diaz, returning after their first bid had been rejected. And then also, coming from Gary Jacob, who I believe works for the Times, says, Liverpool are still expected to sell Darwin Nunez this summer. AC Milan and the Saudi Pro League, Saudi Pro League side, Al Hilal, are interested in the Uruguayan. You see that there? You see that there? I know what Liverpool are doing. I know what they're doing. I know what they're doing. You see these guys? They're gonna sell Luis Diaz to Bayern, and they're hopefully gonna get what, around 60 plus million, 70 plus million for Luis Diaz. They're going to sell Darwin Nunez, and I don't know how much they'll get for him, but I can have a sneaky feeling they will get at least 50 million. They're gonna get at least 50 million, and you know what they're gonna do next? This is what makes me sick. This is what frustrates me as a United fan. This is where I look at what they're doing and think this might be the greatest transfer window that a champion has done in the history of the Premier League. The doing Rodrigo. I can see it. I can just see it. I can just see it. I can just see that those two sales get basically done, and then David Ornstein with the Bumba exclusive. Liverpool have open talks with Real Madrid over a move for Rodrigo. Or Fabrizio Romano coming out and saying Rodrigo now wants Liverpool. Here we go, confirmed, coming soon. I can see it. I can see it. I can see Rodrigo going to Liverpool. I can see Liverpool going all in for Rodrigo after these two go. And you know what? It's the smart thing to do. It's a smart thing to do. You missed out on Isaac, who would cost like 150 million potentially, 130 to 150 million. So you pivot and you go for Ekitiko, who has cost. I love how. By the way, I love how Sky Sports are reporting Liverpool's capture of Ekitiko compared to Man United's capture of of Brian and Brumo. For us, it's the total package of 71 million pounds. But for Liverpool, it's 69 million pounds plus add-ons. I'm just letting it be known there is an agenda. But besides that, 69 million plus add-ons, and then you've still got money left over for Rodrigo. It's not nice. It's not nice seeing Liverpool move like this, because Luis Diaz has been a good player for Chelsea. I think he's been crucial in certain moments where they've needed him. You know, like he's come up with decent goals, decent performances. I remember when he first came to England in the January, he was dubbed the greatest January signing of all time, or at least, maybe I'm being a bit hyperbolic there, but at least people saying for that season he's been the best January signing over someone like Kulusevski for Spurs. But yeah, he's been good. He's been good for Chelsea. For Liverpool. He wants out. Liverpool have been maintaining this stance that they don't want to sell him this summer, and they were happy. I've seen him before. They're happy to let him run down his contract and let him leave for free. What a masterclass! Absolute masterclass that they've done. You know, they have got people thinking that they really want him and they have to pay top dollar for Luis Diaz, man. This is you just gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. He's been a good player for Liverpool. But you see, Rodrigo. I'm not gonna talk about Darwin Nunez, because we all know what Darwin Nunez is. We all know why he wants to give why Liverpool wants to sell him. So I don't even talk about him. But you see this Rodrigo. This Rodrigo fella. He will send Liverpool clear. Their front four would be Ekitike up front, right wing Salah, centre attacking mid Wirtz, and left wing Rodrigo. It's hard to compete with. It's hard to compete with that. I'm sorry. It's one of the best attacks, and maybe the best attack in the league. It'll be hard. It will be hard for me to say that there's an attack that comes really close. Maybe Arsenal if they sign Gyokeres and they sign Eze. Maybe. If they get this Rodrigo deal done, man, it's not looking nice. It's not looking nice. Just for clarity, my guy Kyle saying that the Rodrigo deal is technically 90 million euros plus 5 million euros. So that equates to 78 million plus 4. But I'm just going off what Sky Sports are reporting. They're reporting 69 plus add-ons, which is quite funny, to be fair, because if it's Man United or even Arsenal, they're including everything, as the deal, and not plus add-ons. Rahman says 21 is coming for Liverpool. I hope not. I really hope not. And this is the position I'm in now. This is what I hate. Yeah. I now have to hope that someone like even Man City can pip Liverpool to the title. Now that the 5p is off, they've already done the 4p. The 5p is off. They have to start all over again to try and get to that point. I now need someone like City or Arsenal or even Chelsea to beat Liverpool to the title, because I can't be having them be at 21 before me. You know how long I've been waiting for 21? I've been waiting for 12 years, 13 years. We've been waiting for 21 to come. And Liverpool are potentially going to do that before us after not winning the league for like 30 years. Makes me feel sick, man. Make me feel sick. Guys in the comments, let me know what you're thinking about this potential sale to Bayern of Diaz, and then also the potential signing of Rodrigo. Now, people say, but where are the reports? The reports are out there. Don't worry about that. The reports are out there that Liverpool are monitoring Rodrigo. And I do think if Liverpool went in and Arsenal went in for Rodrigo, I do think Rodrigo picks Liverpool. And it's not a slight on Arsenal. It's not a slight on Arsenal, but just won the Premier League. The investment is looking crazy. They look like they could be set up to be challenging for the league like every season. Arsenal, as much as they're great right now, almost they're a good team, and they've been challenging for the league, they've been finishing second, had a good Champions League run. Yeah, Liverpool are the guys to join right now. Liverpool are the guys to join in England. So that's how I feel about that. Liverpool Arsenal fans. He would pick a Liverpool, unfortunately, over Arsenal. And that's not me trying to be harsh or anything. That's just, I think, straight facts. This idiot would rather Cheats win it. Oh, listen. Okay, Ryan, listen. It's not okay. It's not about wanting. I don't want Man City to win it. You know, if I could have a hierarchy of who I would rather win the Premier League, it would be everyone outside of the top 6 to win it before Liverpool. But if we're talking about teams who could actually win the league potentially over Liverpool, it would have to be, you know what? It would have to be Arsenal first, because you know what? Chelsea fans have been annoying me recently with just all their happiness and all their bravado that they bring every time they win a trophy. It's been frustrating me. So yeah, I'd rather Arsenal. I feel I could bear Arsenal fans winning it once, because them man have been starving. So you give them a little something before we put them back to where they were. Then Chelsea, then like Spurs or Newcastle, then someone like then Villa, then Spurs or Newcastle, and then Man City. Listen, if they get convicted properly for cheating, then we can have that conversation. But for now, what I care about the most is the legacy of Manchester United. And we are already throwing that in the mud ourselves, right? We are already making our legacy look crap ourselves. What I don't need is Liverpool also crapping on our legacy. I don't need that. I don't need them outstripping us in titles. Right now, we're hanging on a thread to the Liverpool versus Manchester United argument about the clubs, the history, trophies, success. If they get 21, they would have more Champions League, more Premier Leagues, more English titles, more Premier Leagues, more English titles, more trophies in general above us in the league in England. The debate would be done. For the time being, the debate would be done, and I can't have that. You know, I can't have that. Rahman here says, sorry, KJ, we won't start Liverpool with Bernardo and Gundogan playing week in, week out. We need to add more players. I'm very intrigued. That is true. I'm very intrigued to see what Man City do for the rest of the window. I think they need a right back. I think some more midfielders in there as well. You guys, I swear, you guys signed a midfielder in summer. I just can't remember who it is. Oh, that was it. Reinders. I was talking to one of my mates about Man City earlier, and I said they've signed a midfielder, but I just couldn't remember who it was. And now I can remember it was Reinders. You made some excellent signings, that is for sure. But we will see. So yeah, you have signed Nico Gonzalez as well, but I was thinking of Reinders. That was the one I was thinking of. KJ, this team is a super team. Alisson, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Gyokeres, Gravenberch, McAllister, Vert, Salah, Ekatiko, Rodrigo. Ooh, yeah, nope. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the look of that. That is disgusting. The only way or the thing I can hope for the most is that flipping slut Galaxy brains the whole season and ruins it. That's what I would hope for. Tina. Oh no, not Tina. Sorry, I'm gonna say Tinash. But anyway, he says that Man United have more FA Cups than Liverpool. Yes, that's the only little solace we have right now. You know, that's all we got. We're hanging by a thread to these things. We can't have Liverpool win the league even more. I legitimately would rather United win it than City. As a Liverpool fan, why enable cheats? You're just dragging football down even more. Shake my head. You know what? That's a fair point of view, my friend Ryan. If that's how you feel about it, even as a Liverpool fan, then fair enough. For me, I don't like the idea of Man City winning everything, but until they're confirmed to be actually cheating, you know what I mean? Like that's where I stand. Like I have a feeling that they have. Hey, listen, I feel that they have. I feel that they've been browning the envelopes underneath the table. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there've been some side deals, side hustles going on with Man City. So I feel like that. But until it's proven, it's just tinfoil hat conspiracy, which I'm here for, by the way. I love a bit of tinfoil hat conspiracy nonsense. But yeah, until then I have to officially be like, you know what? Any team can win the league right now. But as a Man United fan, who are my biggest rivals, you or Man City? I still think it's Liverpool right now. As much as Man City frustrate me and I don't like them, Liverpool are still greater in my eyes. Here we go. Debate is already done, KJ. The most important season in the Premier League history for you guys. You know. This is the most important. This will be the most important PL history. PL. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. This is the most important season in PL history for you guys. You know. This season decides if you stay relevant or sink into irrelevant. Stop worrying about Paul. Hey, listen, I understand Gunnar Mac. That this is a very important time for Manchester United. I agree with that. But I do need to worry about Paul. I do need to worry about Liverpool. Because at the end of the day, it's our history, our legacy being trumped. It's our thing being overtaken. So as much as, yes, I can't do anything about that right now, that we can't do nothing about it right now because we're just not good enough, I'm still going to worry about Liverpool's achievements because I just still want to be seen as the best team in England, you know? Like, and we're not, you know, like we are not. And Liverpool right now are the most successful, are the biggest team in terms of success. I think globally, I think Man United is still bigger, but Liverpool are not far behind. If Liverpool keep going this way, they will be the biggest in England. Like, hands down, there'll be no debate. Right now, like I said, we're hanging on, we're clutching for dear life right now. But if Liverpool get that 21 before us and be outright the most decorated team in English football for league titles, it's gonna be a long way back for us. It's gonna be a long way back. Rahman here says, KJ, if we bring Tino Levermentor for Newcastle, we had a chance to challenge Liverpool for the league title. I'm not saying we're gonna win it. We need to keep Rodri fit for the entire season. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how you guys do in the transfer window. That Livermento deal could be important. We got a super chat here before we move on to the final topic of the show. Garnacho behavior is down to because he thinks he's Ronaldo. Yes, his ego is crazy. I believe he thinks he's better than he is, so therefore he acts a certain way, and I think that needs to get stamped out by whatever club he goes to. And Seb says here, KJ, Chelsea bought João Pedro, Liam Delap, Esteval Willian, Andre Santos, Jamie Gittins, Mamadou Sarr, Dario Usego, for the same price as Watson and Ekitike, I can easily say we've improved the depth with signings. You have improved the depth with signings. You've got a very good depth now. And like I said on previous streams, I believe you're good enough to challenge. I believe Chelsea should be challenging for the league. Maybe not win it, but challenging, because I think their team is good enough. I think the team is excellent. I think the team can give people a run for their money. The likes of Man City, Arsenal, I think should be concerned about Chelsea, about what they could be potentially doing. I think Liverpool, as much as they are the favourites right now for the league, I wouldn't count out Chelsea. So, yeah, with those signings, your depth is your depth is there, and I think you guys are good enough to challenge. It's not an insult. It's not me trying to set up the Chelsea fan base for failure. It's what I genuinely believe. You guys are good. Yeah, we're going to see what Chelsea is still showing appreciation for Alejandro Garnacho. I think that might get done personally. I think that gets done. I don't know how much for, but I can just see it happening. If Chelsea can't get Morgan Rodgers over the line, I think Garnacho is the one to go for. Right, people, let's get into the final topic here, and that is Arsenal. So earlier today, there was a tweet, there was a report that came out from a Portuguese outlet, which apparently I've heard is quite credible in Portugal, very credible in Portugal. And then that led to some absolute carnage within fan bases for Manchester United and Arsenal. And the tweet was this is what was said. Major breaking. Manchester United are very close to an agreement with Sporting over Victor Gyokeres, with numbers very close to those negotiated with Arsenal. The Lions' deal with the Gunners is increasingly in jeopardy. Now, when this came out earlier today, it was panic stations, absolute panic stations, because there's been no real updates from Gyokeres. There's been no real progress from with Gyokeres to Arsenal. So Arsenal fans already on edge with this whole deal. Now hearing that again, a team like Manchester United, who've been desperate for a striker, who's got his old manager, who have just signed Mbeumo, and it looks like they're ready to sign a striker now coming in, panic stations. Man United fans, they started to believe. I think even Mark Goldbridge, he started to believe again that this deal could happen, that we could swoop in and hijack the Gyokeres deal to Arsenal and bring him to Old Trafford. That was swirling around. And then, because these guys don't want us to have any fun, people, because these journalists no longer want us to enjoy a bit of carnage, enjoy a bit of panic, enjoy a bit of transfer talk, transfer rumors, we get the credible people come out and say this. Victor Gyokeres maintains his clear position despite links with Manchester United and more clubs. He wants Arsenal. Total priority to the Arsenal project since June. No change of plans with agent Hassan. On the same page with Gyokeres. So, Arsenal fans, relax, chill, steadfast. You're good. You are good. You are good. Wait, before I go into that, Goldbridge just said the sources aren't credible. So how is he saying that? I didn't say Mark said the sources were credible. I said I heard that the sources were credible. I'm not saying Mark was saying that for sure. I do think Mark believed, though. I do think Mark believed for a moment there. But yeah, like, Arsenal fans, chill. You're good. I think, okay, here's the thing with this Gyokeres deal. I think it's Sporting trying to hurry up Arsenal. I think it is Sporting trying to get it done. They probably went to that press, because they weren't the only ones who reported something like this. It was also Record as well who reported something like this as well about Man United coming in for Gyokeres. And I think that Sporting said to those guys, like, listen, do us a favor. Like, we want to get this deal done. We just want more money. We want them to cave. Yo, go say that Man United are interested. Go say that Man United are looking to come in and swoop in. I think that's what happened. I think they're trying to force Arsenal's hand here. They're trying to get Arsenal to panic and pay the price that they want to pay. Because this whole deal has been subject to controversy, subject to scrutiny, subject to lots of things going on. It's a bit complicated with it all because obviously Gyokeres believes the 60 plus 10 million euros should be enough, and then Sporting are saying otherwise, and Arsenal, they've just gone in and they've said the price they're happy with, and it seems like Sporting have gone to them and said, yeah, okay, we're happy with that, and then later on have changed terms, have now are trying to ask for more money. It is classic Sporting tactics. It's classic European club tactics when it comes to dealing with British clubs. When it comes to dealing with Premier League clubs, they like to do this. So they like to agree some kind of fee in principle and then last minute change it to try and see if the clubs panic. And I think Arsenal are doing the right thing. They're not panicking. They're not caving. They are not bowing down to the demands of Sporting. They're making it difficult. If Sporting wants to be difficult, Arsenal will be difficult. And I think that is fair enough because it'd be very easy for Arsenal to cave. Oh, Man United are coming in. Here's 90 million euros. Here's 80 million euros. When you really want to pay 70. So they're doing good. I think Arsenal doing the right thing. Now, if it gets closer to the start of the Premier League season and nothing has changed, that is when I think Arsenal fans should be worried. That's when Arsenal fans should be getting concerned. When you're getting towards August time, and that game against Manchester United is getting closer and closer, I think if Gyokeres ain't in by then, that's when you can start to get a bit worried. But for now, just chill. Like, you guys have got the money for it. You've already signed players like Madueke, players like Zubimendi. You've got them out over the line. Apparently, you're going to get Mascara over the line too. Apparently, there's a leak of his images of his interview on the Arsenal website. So that looks like it's basically done. So you've got things going on. You just need to. I would keep your powder dry, as Terry would say, on this one. I think it's Sporting trying to do some press trickery here and use Manchester United to get the deal done. Because listen, we ain't got the facilities, man. We ain't got the facilities to be signing Gyokeres. He's already told us no, like what, twice? So I don't see it changing now just because Arsenal are trying to get the deal done on their terms. Let's go to some of your comments about this deal. Rodrigo going to Arsenal too. That would be brilliant business from Arsenal. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a battle with Liverpool, I think, to get that Rodrigo deal done. If you guys sign Rodrigo over Liverpool, I will commend you guys. I will say you guys are definitely like up there in terms of trying to win the title, because beating Liverpool to a play right now is excellent business. I think is excellent work. It shows where you're at in the football table, in the football hierarchy. It shows where you're at if you can take a player from Liverpool. Not to say that you're above Liverpool, but you are in and around considered elite by the top players. Let's see what some of you guys are saying now as well. Yes, he's getting linked to Rodrigo. So mainly about Rodrigo after that comment by a man like Kyle. Where is it now? I saw a comment here earlier about talking about the deal. Here we go. Gunnar Mac says, apparently Sporting want Arsenal to pay the fines for Gyokeres for not attending training. That's how cheap Varandas has become. And as Man United fans, you should know how they played you for Bruno and for Porro. Yeah, and Spurs fans had to deal with them for Pedro Porro as well. Sporting on a nice team to deal with. I can tell you that for sure. They are a frustrating team to deal with in general. They did not make it easy. So Making Arsenal pay the fines for Gyokeres is very interesting. Surely they can just take the fines out the players' wages, or have them owed to them later down the line by Gyokeres. I don't know why you would want. I don't know why. And this is what I mean. If this is true, Arsenal are right not to get the deal done right now, because this is foolishness. Why should they pay a player's fines when he's got nothing to do with them? Him turning up to training is not Arsenal's fault. It's not Arsenal's problem. That is a Sporting and Gyokeres problem. So asking if that is true, them asking Arsenal to pay the fines that is foolishness. Absolutely ridiculous if that is true. And they are right not to do that. Super chat here says from Emmanuel, he says the add-ons is 8.5 and they want it to be easy. So okay, so the discussion is about the add-ons. Apparently that's might be what the hold up is as well. I listen, okay, that's fair. Like, listen, add-ons, discussing add-ons, how easy they are to achieve, how they get paid, how much it is. That can take time. I can understand negotiations happening for that. I can understand things taking time for that. But if it's literally something stupid like fines being paid by Arsenal, then Sporting need to get out of here. It's absolute foolishness. Oh, what's this? Osimhen to Galatasaray nearly done. What's been happening? I haven't really been on the timeline as much as I probably should have on the stream because I've been so engaged with you guys. But is it done? Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be done. They've agreed a deal for 75 million euros. Galatasaray with Napoli. And Napoli will secure 10% of any future sales. Interesting. Okay. That deal is that kind of upsets me still. It does upset me. That does upset me because I really wanted Victor Osimhen to stay within the top 5 leagues. I think he deserves it. I don't know what he's done to piss Napoli off. I don't know what he's done for teams outside of the top 5 leagues not to want him, but I would really love to see him in like the Premier League or La Liga or Serie A at some point again. In his career. He's only 27, so he's still 26, 27. So there's still plenty of time for him to secure a move to another club. But yeah, right now, I would love for him to stay in the top 5 leagues. But hey, he's going to where he's loved. He absolutely enjoyed his time in Turkey with Galatasaray. Won the league. I think they won the Turkish Cup as well. So he scored so many goals. So yeah, I understand why he would go there. But yeah, it's an interesting one. He just wants the money. Maybe that's what it is. But to be fair, I think he deserves it. You know, I think he deserves it personally. But yeah, what interesting development that has been. Also, just coming out now, Laurie Whitwell has said that Rashford has been given permission to fly to Barcelona to complete his season-long move. Rashford realizing the aim to play for Barca, option to buy included. Deal agreed with Rashford off the wage bill completely. So yeah, that deal will get done pretty much over the line. Like, I'll be interested to see what the final price of things will be, because you're hearing that he's taken a massive wage cut. I've heard he's taking a 15% wage cut. I've heard the buy option is 26 million. I've heard that it's 40 million. So when it comes to the end of the season, and if Barcelona do take the option to buy Rashford, it'll be interesting to see how much that will be in the end. Just gonna see. Hey, listen, we're talking about Rodrigo to Liverpool. L'Equipe has just reported that Liverpool are likely to replace Luis Diaz with Rodrigo if the Colombian international leaves the Reds. So there we have it, people. That is a deal that is definitely on. Here's an interesting one that's come out today as well. I'm pretty sure Terry will get into it. Arsenal are interested in signing Javi Simmons, but they're still focused on Eze. If they cannot get that over the line, then Simmons is a backup for them. That would be a decent backup as well. I think that's a good backup option, but I'm sure Terry will get into that. I'm sure Terry will get into that himself. Right, guys. Hey, listen. It's time. It is that time of the day where I have to sign off. But guys, you've been absolutely amazing. You've been absolutely amazing this stream. Good conversations, good chat. I've enjoyed that very thoroughly. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Terrace, people. You know, it is subscribe to the Football Terrace. We'll have more content for you on there. With preseason kicking off, we're going to have some preseason live match reactions. So if your team is involved, we are sure to have some match reactions for you to voice your opinion. Obviously, we'll have more transfer shows. We have the top 6 show coming tomorrow, and we've got straight facts all throughout the week, highlighting all the transfers, all the things going on, building up to the Premier League season that's happening in around 6 weeks' time. So make sure you subscribe to Football Terrace to keep up with that. Go subscribe to Terry's personal channel, where you actually get to see his real opinion. So none of this on the Terrace devil's advocate, being playing host, being balanced, being all of that. Go watch his personal opinions on his channel. Make sure you do that. Make sure you subscribe to the Football Extra, where you will get to see the clips from all the debates that we've had on the Football Terrace, plus some extra content going on there very, very soon. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go over for that. And also, do not forget, people, do not forget, when you see Terry on next stream, whether that's today or tomorrow, when you see Terry, hashtag give KJ a raise, hashtag raise KJ's wages, hashtag KJ deserves more money. None of this from William. Forget that. We want more of, where is it? Where's it gone? We want more of this. Give KJ, we need more of this. We need that. Raise KJ's wages. Yes, spam that next time you see Terry. Guys, you've been being absolutely wonderful. I'm going to go and enjoy my Sunday evening. I hope everyone has a wonderful Sunday evening as well. See you on the next stream.